What if your greatest enemy isn't out there? What if it's the voice inside your own mind? Every dream begins with a single step, but fear often stops us before we even start. Negative thoughts grow louder when we stay silent. They slowly become the walls around us. Sometimes the person holding you back is the version of yourself you believe. Opportunities appear every day, yet self-doubt keeps many people standing still. The mind keeps repeating the same lies until they begin to sound like truth. Every day, you choose between fear and growth. Most people never realize they're making that choice. Perfection makes you wait. Progress begins the moment you start. Your limits are often invisible, but they can feel heavier than the good news. Every battle inside your mind can be won. Most prisons don't have bars. They exist only inside our minds. Fear loves to predict failure, long before reality ever has a chance. Comparison steals confidence. Someone else's journey was never meant to be yours. Many people carry yesterday's mistakes into tomorrow's opportunities. Your mind often turns small problems into impossible mountains. Negative thinking changes how you see the world, not because the world changed, but because your perspective did. Sometimes the solution is already in your hands. You simply haven't noticed it yet. Growth is invisible at first. The strongest roots form before anyone sees the tree. The story you tell yourself becomes the person you believe you are. Every small step weakens fear. Every action cracks the prison your mind created. How many dreams have been delayed, not by failure, but by hesitation? One phone call, one decision, one moment of courage can change everything. While you're waiting to feel ready, someone else is simply taking action. Time never waits. Every day you postpone is a day you'll never get back. Your comfort zone feels safe, but it quietly steals your future. Most of the fears you imagine never happen at all. The words, "What if I fail?" can become invisible chains. You focus so much on what's left that you forget how far you've already come. The image in your mind is often far worse than reality. The moment you calm your mind, you finally begin to see the truth. The battle in your mind often begins with the choices you make every morning. The easy path gives comfort today. The right path builds your future. Every distraction feeds your inner enemy. Every focused minute weakens it. Blaming others feels easier until you realize it gives away your power. Excuses sound convincing, but they never change your life. Whatever you feed grows. The same is true for your thoughts. Putting things off doesn't make them disappear. It only makes them heavier. You'll never reach the top if you're always looking at who's watching. Big success always starts with one small positive action. The moment you become aware of your habits, you begin taking back control of your mind. Every transformation begins with a single sentence you tell yourself. Your beliefs aren't permanent. They can be replaced with better ones. Your mind believes what you repeatedly tell it. When you change the way you see yourself, everything else begins to change too. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to move anyway. Positive thoughts alone aren't enough. You must feed them with consistent action. Hope makes every step feel lighter. Fear only adds unnecessary weight. Progress isn't about speed. It's about refusing to stop. Small daily wins quietly build the confidence you've been searching for. For the first time, your mind is starting to work with you instead of against you. A strong mind isn't built overnight. It's built one morning at a time. Peace begins when you learn to quiet the noise inside. Feed your mind with knowledge, and it will reward you with better decisions. A disciplined body helps create a disciplined mind. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already meaningful. Every distraction you resist makes your focus a little stronger. Helping others also strengthens the person you become. Mental strength isn't avoiding storms. It's learning to keep moving through them. Take time to notice your progress. You've already come farther than you think. Little by little, your greatest enemy is becoming your greatest ally. Every breakthrough begins the moment you stop running from fear. Courage isn't one giant leap. It's one small step repeated every day. You will stumble, but stumbling is never the same as quitting. Don't forget to celebrate your progress. It reminds you why you started. Doubt may still follow you, but it no longer controls your direction. Growth always asks for courage before it offers rewards. The fears that once looked impossible now seem surprisingly small. The wall was never stronger than you. It only looked that way from a distance. Your mind finally understands that you are stronger than your excuses. Today isn't the end of your journey. It's the beginning of the person you were meant to become. The door to a better life was never locked by the world. It was unlocked the moment you believed you could move forward. The person who needed your kindness the most was the version of you that almost gave up. When you heal yourself, you also heal your future. The word impossible is often just fear wearing a disguise. Every mountain you conquer becomes proof of what you're capable of. True strength isn't reaching the top alone. It's helping someone else climb. Success becomes more meaningful when it's shared with others. Your mind is no longer your enemy. It has become your greatest supporter. And from this moment on, every step forward becomes a choice, not a struggle. One day you'll look in the mirror and finally recognize the person you've become. The path that once terrified you will become just another ordinary step. Growth doesn't end at the top. It simply gives you a better view. Life will still bring storms, but now you know how to walk through them. Your past may explain your story, but it no longer writes your future. The chains were never permanent. They only remained because you believed they had to. Every small habit you planted has grown into lasting strength. When fear disappears, possibilities begin to appear everywhere. The greatest victory isn't over other people. It's making peace with your own mind. You're no longer running from life. You're running toward your purpose. Your mind was never created to be your prison. Every challenge you faced prepared you for the person you are today. You don't need a new life. You need a new decision. The strongest people lift others as they continue to rise. Confidence isn't something you find. It's something you build. Every excuse you remove creates space for action. Purpose doesn't eliminate fear. It gives you a reason to move despite it. Look how far you've come. Everything that once felt impossible is now part of your story. So remember this: your greatest enemy was never the world.